when you challenge those who are in power, if they are failing to arrest your activism or they are failing to defeat you,
Sure.
they will try by any means to stop you. I've been receiving threats from many people, prominent people. I've been arrested. I've been suspended for standing for what I believe it is correct. And basically, like when it comes to these things of ukushela amantombazana,
Sure.
my brother, angikwazi ukushela vele qina ulwimi. I always speak politics.
So what do you do? They come to you?
No, sometimes I always tell my friends, I always tell my parents, even my girlfriends. I always
sorry?
no, my girlfriend.
No, I had an S.
There was even plural.
No, I said my girlfriends because
Never have I ever worn the same outfit 2 days in a row.
I have.
Yeah, we all
Yes,
have.
I have.
Yinjani?
I have. I used to wear my overall the whole month. Music company for the EFF. So
Okay.
Yeah, Sanbonani Molweni Dumelang, and welcome to yet another episode of Utopia Unplugged podcast. I am here, and Usisipo Ulana, please introduce yourself.
What's up, Zitanda? It is your newly found fave, a whole babe, reporting to you like it's cutie because why not?
And of course, we're not going alone. Our ghost man behind the camera, Umte Ukona. Umte.
Should I film myself? Should I show myself?
Yeah, if you want, dog, feel free.
No problem.
Wow.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Mtebi Smabaso, aka the ice that never melts. I see the one and only. Peace.
And yes, of course, namhlanje, we are in the presence of the most wanted man at Durban. Yeah, the most wanted by Amacheri and also police.
Only in one.
Rajan, mate, no, man, thanks for coming, dog.
oh no, thank you for having me, Dash.
Yeah, so please, bra, Nancy camera, ne? Bengela ubaxelele ba ubuntu ngubani.
Oh no, thank you very much. My name is Bunto Fari. I'm originally from Eastern Cape at Bizana. I'm studying here at Durban University of Technology.
You still studying, dog?
Yeah.
Ufuna
I
ukubuza
do not
nami
have a PhD. I do not have. I'm not a professor. Actually, you learn until you die, because there are many things that you must learn in life.
Sure.
So I just came here to start.
Oh, yeah.
Start everything. Yeah. Actually, I'm also a former chairperson of the EFF Student Command here in DUT,
Okay.
political wise, and also a national leader of the EFF Student Command, the
Currently.
CSCT member, yes, and also a convener of KZN.
Hey,
Lungisi Matansela
that's a
Battalion.
lot for one man.
Exactly. There's a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So when azangu uzibekele timeline for ukufunda, you're just like, I'm coming to KZN, ngizofunda nje.
No, I do not have a timeline. I do my things at my own pace. I'm not competing with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm just doing my things at my own pace.
Sweet. Dog, like, we were to Usafunda at UT, ne?
Yes.
But there were rumors ba waxoshwa esikolweni.
No, you know,
But bazama ukuxosha, ne?
yeah. No, in terms of a suspension, you know, I think my all academic life at DUT, I've been under suspension. So since I started to lead at DUT, I think I started to be a chairperson. It was on 2019.
Okay.
Yes. So I was elected today, and then 2 days after,
You were suspended.
we embarked on a strike, and then I had to lead the strike, and then I was suspended. So whenever there are issues, I will always be on the forefront. And when you are in the forefront, you know that DUT will always target those who are leading and try to silence them and try to threaten them and suspend us. So my whole academic life, I've been under suspension at DUT, but some suspensions were frivolous because they didn't even have an evidence. So they were just arresting my activism. So even now, I'm still under suspension. duty. They are not allowing me to enter campus. They are not allowing me to go to class.
But how are you writing AMA exams? Because the test
Exactly.
weeking or so. How are you doing, man?
No, I'm not writing anything.
And
Uzopasa kanjani?
exactly, have no plans of.
No, actually, that thing of passing. My lawyers will argue on that
Okay.
because even the time that I was supposed to register, they frustrated me with registration. Remember that it was the last year. They suspended me while I was not even on campus. There was a strike on campus, but I was at Gauteng. And then they decided to suspend me. So
Okay,
that
Konabako.
reveals that they do not suspend a person based on
What they did.
they did.
Yeah.
They just suspend a person just to arrest an activist. So that is the problem about DUT. Actually, it's not only DUT,
Yeah,
if I can say. It's a nature of the system
Exactly.
here in South Africa.
Okay.
You know that you are the scholar of Lenin. Lenin will always tell us that a state is responsible for a class antagonism. State is responsible for one class to be oppressed by another class. So now, who represent the state? We have a non-cognitive state of organs, like we have a judiciary,
Yes.
we have a police, we have all these things that constitute a state. So obviously the role of the police, because police and the judiciary, they represent what the state. So they go there when you are fighting against an oppression or unfair treatment, they will send police. And the police will come and arrest you. Or they will send you in suspension. And when they send to suspension, they will give you terms to say, under suspension, you are not allowed to embark in group of people. You are not allowed to lead a protest. You are not allowed to do anything. So that is the role of the system that you are within. So it's the problem is the system in all the institutions of higher learning across the country, that all those whom are fighting against injustice,
Okay.
all those whom are fighting for liberation of the people that are oppressed, they will be subjected in those things. So it's a life of a revolutionary, it's a life of an activist. Even if you look historically,
Sure.
all the activists, Robert Sobukwe was also suspended.
Okay.
Go and check Cabo Steve Biko. Steve Biko was a medical school here at UKZN. So he was also suspended for fighting against apartheid regime, against oppression. So it's a life of activists in every way. Activists will always be subjected, being arrested. Activists will always be suspended. So, but you must never be shaken or
They're suspending the movement, the power. They're not looking at the action.
Yes.
They're suspending the movement.
Yes, they are trying, but no one will ever suspend.
Put it
For what?
Like for your life, dog, because
exactly.
like you are a politician, eh?
Mm,
Yes, you are.
yes.
So of course you receive threats from opposing parties. We even saw that iconic picture of yours.
Exactly. The
Lay out-
famous one.
Yeah.
So for your life, aren't you scared of Oyiki?
No, actually, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything. Like, I'm really not scared. You know, when you're a revolutionary or you're an activist, you must know that you can die anytime.
Nah.
I always tell my friends, I always tell my parents, even my girlfriends. I
No,
always
sorry.
no, my girlfriend.
Hey,
No,
No, I had an S.
there was even plural.
no, I said my girlfriends because actually, you know, I'm old, you know. So I used to have a girlfriend, and then we break
You
up,
make
and
them
then
aware.
have
Wow, this is the situation.
so I can die anytime.
Sure.
Because I'm taking decisions that are very risky, and I'm fighting people who have a power. And you know that when you're an activist, when you challenge those who are in power, if they are failing to arrest your activism or they are failing to defeat you,
Sure.
they will try by any means to stop you. I've been receiving threats from many people, prominent people. I've been arrested. I've been suspended for standing for what I believe it is correct. And I do not have a regret for that because I know it's a life that I chose as a revolutionary. That whenever there is an injustice, you will always see me. Whenever there are people who are oppressing others, you will always see me fighting against that oppression. So I'm not scared of anything.
And bro, like it's good that you mentioned like your personal life, like the girlfriend, parents, because we tried to search you on the net. The only thing we found was EFF.
And I wanted to ask, looking at Indlela Othetha Ngayo and looking at even your social media, it's all about your work, Uyabona. And you just said you are expecting Kuba anything can happen to you at any time. So I'm wondering about when did this start? When did this passion come about? Because as young Buntu, how did you just wake up and be like, you know what, I'm going to be an activist, I'm going to stand for the people? If you say Ndoni, this fire inside of you, like from growing up until to the point where you are like, you know what, this is what I want to do.
No, and this thing has always been in my blood.
Ne?
Like even if I remember in high school, I've been involved in an activism.
Okay.
So I went at college. Right, in a college, I've been in a forefront. I remember it was on 2015.
Yeah.
I was starting at Tegwini College, right? And then there was a res that was supposed to be at allocate student from a Tegwini College.
Okay.
But that res is called an Ashaville residence. That res used to stay UKZN students. So I was doing my N4. N4, it's a first year right here. So coming from matric. So I was very vocal with other comrades fighting for that dress that no, that dress must also belong to a Tegwini college. So I went to DUT. I registered at DUT 2017. At 2017, I've been an activist. 2018, I led in the EFF Student Command branch. 2019, I led as a chairperson. Until as I'm still leading now. So I can't count my credentials because, so activism, I think it's something that you do not fake it. It's something that must come out of love, because when you are faking it, you will get tired. People will demoralize you. They will be jealous along the way, trying to stop you. So it must come out of love. Everything that you are doing must come out of love.
Sure.
So when it comes out of love, you will never go wrong. So because no one used to tell me that I must go to strike, I must go and represent students, even when I'm under suspension, when I've been arrested. But I always wake up early in the morning, go and represent the students, fight against an oppression, like every time, because it's something that comes out of love. And remember that when you're an activist, there is nothing that you are benefiting. We are not benefiting anything. So the only time that makes us, the only thing that makes us happy as an activist, it's when, especially we see this season of graduation. Okay. It's when we see our parents crying tears of joy, when we see our brothers and sisters celebrating. And we know very well that we are the ones who are behind those tears of joy. We are the ones who are behind those celebrations, because without student activists, many students were not going to enroll in the institutions of higher learning. Many they have been at home because of a financial exclusion, academic exclusion. But the role of us as a student activists is to fight against financial exclusion and academic exclusion. So that is the role of the EFF Student Command activist in the institutions of higher learning. So that's what makes us happy. So this period, it's our period that we are going to be proud, and we see that student is graduating now.
Cheers.
I'm behind
So
that.
this is your compensation time. This is where you're like, this is why I'm doing this.
Yes, but
seeing,
the most unfortunate part, the same people that you are fighting for, when they are graduating, right?
Forget.
No, we don't want them to forget to remember us, because we do not care about them. We are doing it because we understand the system, and we are also inspired by Robert Sobukwe, Robert Sobukwe taught us that education means a service in African continent. So we want them to deliver a service. But they're the one who always come and criticize the student activists to say, ask the question like, when are you graduating? Remember that this person didn't have an NSFAS, didn't have a resident. Me as a student activist,
You are the one fighting.
we fought for them that no, they must get a student accommodation. They must get NSFAS. But after we fought for them, we get suspensions. After we got a suspension, we are deprived to go to class while they are attending. We are also deprived to access even the institution. So they will come back and try to grandstand when are you graduating. But I'm not saying that I'm a graduate, by the way. So I finished my qualification in accounting. So I'm not saying this because I
trying to
didn't
defend
graduate. No,
yourself.
I'm defending myself. I'm just stating and unpacking the pain that activists, that conscious activists, they face on daily basis to people who do not understand or who undermine the role of the activists. So that is the problem that we have, but it's not something that bothers us because we understand the system. We joined something that we understand, and we are not doing it because we want to be loved by anyone. We are not doing it because we want to be praised. We are doing it because we love and we understand the struggle of Black people, because we are also coming from a poor families. So we can relate when we see our brothers and sisters are struggling and we say, no, I can't struggle. And then those whom are coming after me must also suffer. I must fight for them so that they can not find the same situation that I faced. So that is our struggle. So about my personal life, really on social platform, I do not post about my personal life. And by the way, I always mislead people about my personal life. Even I always call myself a Buntu Fago. No, in my
Now I
ID,
thought maybe
in my ID, I'm not a Buntu Fago, right? Because when I joined the activism or the student activism, even my friends and my close people, they do not know how this came, use this surname because it's not in my ID. So now, when I joined activism, I understood that I would be suspended, right?
Sure.
So now I knew that a management, they do not know me. They will go and search me on Facebook and everything. So I changed my Facebook name, say I'm Buntu Fag. So that when they write there in my suspension letter, they write Buntu Fag, and then I come to ask, I'm not Buntu Fag. This is my face. So
that's very smart, actually.
I thought like that, but
So
I was
what's your
lying.
name, dog?
No, my name is Buntu, and my surname in IT is Mtubege. Yes.
You know, like the beauty about a podcast, ne? We don't just want to ask you about what you do.
Yes.
We want to ask you about who you are, ne?
Yeah.
Like for an example, we're approaching. In fact, we are in the election season, ne? I read manifesto the party, ne? But I don't ndiyinaka kakhulu because I believe in the man. That's why, like, ngifuna ukubuza ngawe ngithola so that we can get to know ubuntu ngibani. Understand? So having said Londo, ubuntu bra, he's always on the road. He's always traveling. I can just imagine as intombazana yakhe, like she has to be understanding, bra. No, but on a
it's
serious
true.
note,
It's true. Yes.
she has to be like when you level your understanding because you're always on the road. Where do you get the time like uhlala naye?
For relationships, basically.
Yeah.
No, as a man, you always make time.
You make
Before even you enter in a relationship, I'm a husband material.
Oh.
So
Did you give yourself that title?
no, I didn't give myself.
Okay.
Ladies, they gave me that.
And you were like,
title.
no, I'm taking it.
When they saw me in 10, they said, no, that man is a husband material.
No, but it's true.
And then I asked myself, who I
No,
am
it's
to
true.
defy when they are giving me this great
This
name.
title.
Sure.
Yes, so Now, before even you enter in a relationship, actually it must always be a nature. I think everyone does this. You must tell a person who you are or what are you doing. Because, basically, mna angikwazi ukushela, like when it comes to these things of ukushela amantombazane,
Sure.
my brother, angikwazi ukushela kuvele kuqina ulwimi. I always speak politics.
So what
yabo.
do you do? They come to you.
No, sometimes when I see lady,
Yeah, they come to you. Though, because you are-
ndimo yakuna, ndimo yakuna.
But bayazi kuwe, bra, you are
Yeah.
a comrade.
No, it happens those things, but when those who are coming, I just a friend zone them and then benzo sisibanga. So because I don't want ukuthi ngidlale ngabo yabo.
Sure.
Yeah, so now when I want a lady or how I approach me, I will just go straight to you and tell you how I feel. Because I believe with this thing of ukshela, kuqambelana manga, ni. I just tell you to say, this is how I feel. And I have a problem. I don't know how to lie and to lie, trying to convince ladies.
You say it as it
So,
is.
Yeah, I just go and say, yes, it is. If I have a girlfriend, I know a girlfriend, yeah, I'm straight. So I just tell you, no, I have a girlfriend. But something like that. So if we do not agree, we do not agree.
Yeah,
But I used to do those things while I was young. Now I'm old. I do not do those
When
things.
we are starting
Yes.
as a comrade,
Yes, and now I
Because-
just focus in one woman at a time. And then if that woman's mess up, and then I accept, I heal, and I move on.
yeah.
So I do not have time for many girls.
How I was told, but never date a fighter because, forgive me for the language,
Yes.
because badlala bodwa. Like we raise matters in Tontoni, and they are always like on the road in Jengawe. So that's the time like they get to to know each other. Then benze la lento usanda khuluma ngayo ba sneak link yabo into enjalo.
No, my brother, that is a fallacy. It's a lie.
Ne?
Now, even to be specific to say you must never date a fighter because
Not
they-
just a fighter,
yeah,
but
like-
a comrade.
yeah, a comrade. Now, in any group of people, right, that you find, you will always find those things, right? You can go,
Stereotypes
yes, you
about
can
them,
go to a comrades of Ingoma. They sleep alone when they travel, going to those things. Those who are playing soccer, at church, like everywhere where there is a group of people, you will always find those elements. So it's not being a specific of being a comrade. Even in comrade, others they will say you must never date an EFF member. Others will say you must never date those other. I forgot their names of other politically inexperienced activists because they are not active. Yeah,
Nah.
so
It's easy to
yeah, but
forget them.
yeah, it's easy to forget them because
Now,
they do not have interest.
I
So,
heard you talk about your family.
yes.
How does the family yako feel about the things that you are doing?
Firstly, they didn't accept. Actually,
Eh?
my parents and my background, they are from ANC, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
the first time when I embarked in my activism, they struggled to accept. Until I remember, because I used even to hide to my mother. Until I got arrested, I think it's a newspaper when they saw at it's the name of this newspaper, Solezo.
Yeah,
Soles.
it's Soles.
Yes, so they saw me at Solezo that I'm arrested, and then they started to be more concerned. So until I become clear to say, this is the life that I've shown. So what is very beautiful now is that my mother supports me, voted for EFF in the last
Oh.
elections. At home, they are active, they've accepted EFF, they ask t-shirts of the EFF. Now they understand the struggle that I've joined. I was able to pursue them, to tell them to know. The reality. I will just quote the 2 leaders of the ANC.
Sure.
First leader of the ANC, it's a former president of the ANC, it's Oliver Tambo. Oliver Tambo once said, a corrupt ANC government will be worse than the apartheid government.
True.
And also Nelson Mandela once said, if the ANC government does to you what the apartheid government did to you, you must do what you have done to the apartheid government. So currently, the ANC government, or they became our oppressors. So the same people, we call them, they are our political liberators. They became our oppressors because when Nelson Mandela, after the negotiations, he said, "Aluta continua." After they gave us a political freedom. He said, "Aluta continua." When he says "Aluta continua," it means that the struggle continues, or mzabalazo yaqhubeka. Precisely, he knew very well that the struggle is not complete because 1994 only gave us a political freedom. But all the strategic sectors of the economy, the wealth of the country, is still in the hands of the white capital monopoly, of which are the minority here in South Africa. So now, the same ANC, they are the dogs of the white capital monopoly. They are the one, or we can say they are the securities of the ANC. Because now, when ANC gave us a political freedom, I can say that they were 10 steps ahead than us. They gave us a political freedom. And after they gave us a political freedom, they took black people, right?
Sure.
And then the few of them, they gave them funding. And after they gave them funding, and then they just grouped them. So while those whom are oppressed, right, are fighting for an economic freedom, are the same politicians of the ANC, right, black people, that they will deprive those to fight. They will send police, as I stated earlier, that police, they represent the state. And people who are presiding over the state currently is the Ramaphosa, of which is the ANC president. So now, when people are fighting for an economic freedom, they send police. So ANC, they are the one who deprived us to have an economic freedom in our lifetime because few politicians are fine, are benefiting, they've got money. But the majority of the black people in South Africa, they are suffering. So the EFF is fighting for an economic freedom for all in South Africa. So ANC are the one whom are depriving us. So we want to overthrow an ANC government the same way that we have overthrown an apartheid government.
How are your feelings about the upcoming elections?
Yes.
No,
Are you guys confident?
yes, we are very confident. And we know that we will defeat the ANC. ANC won't reach 50%.
No, but do you understand the reality is now, ne? Especially with the youth, majority of them are on team, okay, we are voting, but we don't essentially know who to vote for. What do you think we should go? Which route do you think we should go for? How should you choose a party that you should vote for when the time comes?
You know, my sister, institutions of higher learning or students within the institutions of higher learning, we call them as intellectual hub of the society, right? Because those people, they can think, they have proven that no, they can think, right? That's why we're calling them, they are the intellectual hub of the society. So they have shown a direction to say in the institutions of higher learning, 90% of the institutions are governed by the EFF Student Command. So the role of the EFF Student Command in those institutions of higher learning is to convert the voters of the EFF Student Command to be the voters of the EFF. And fortunately, last year and beginning of this year, we have embarked on Vota Mtomsha campaign to register all the young people to vote in this upcoming elections. So we are very confident using those analyses to say we've done our work. We've encouraged young people to register to vote. We've explained the importance of the young people to vote because they are not doing just for the EFF, but they are doing it for themselves because they are the one whom are unemployed.
Yes.
They are the one whom are suffering with all these socio-economic issues. So for them to not participate in voting, being ignorant, and now the victory is sitting, the EFF have grown, the EFF Student Command is busy. Mlungisi Madonsela battalions across the country. Here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, they are busy ensuring that young people, they will vote for the EFF. So as a convener here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, I will also ensure with the collective leadership that all the young people, by the day of elections, they are voting for the EFF. All of them, res to res, corner to corner, community to community, street to street, all the young people in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, they will vote for the EFF. That is the role of Mlungisi Madonsela battalions that will be playing going to these elections.
Sorry, Dogne. You mentioned something about national. You said you are a national what?
Yes, I'm a CSCT, that is a national leadership of the EFF.
So since you are here, everyone wants to know, but how are you guys going to achieve a free education as EFF?
Yes.
They would kill me if I'm Mbuzanga Lumbuza. How are you guys aiming to achieve law?
My brother, this thing is very easy. In South Africa, we have a lot of money. Now that a free education is stated in the 7 non-negotiable cardinal pillars of the EFF. We expropriate land without compensation, we nationalize banks. So now we have deputy ministers of sports and agriculture that we do not even need them. Those people whom are in parliament, they receive money for housing, all those benefits. All that money can be directed to free education. They can introduce even a free education tax. You tax the rich, you fund the poor.
Okay.
You know, we have many toll gates. Here, there are many toll gates even that you can even create that will fund a free education. There are many ways that can give us a free education here in South Africa. We are rich.
Okay. Before we go, do you have any questions?
Oh, I looked into your Instagram and I saw a post which you captioned Kuba, the activism is beyond student level. How is that experience moving from being an activist for students and then moving into the streets, moving into, I saw Kuba, you were with families that are struggling. How is that shift for you? How is the experience there?
Hey, comrades have been following me.
We have to.
No, actually, it's more difficult when you go to communities than in the institutions of higher learning.
Shame.
Especially to mobilize, to convince old people, right? Because in the institutions of higher learning, you find your peers. And when you find your peers, you find them organized in residencies, in classroom, you do class to class, you do res to res, and you just find them. But when you go to community, the first thing when you try to convince old people to vote for the EFF about the issues, they will say, hey, ngane yam, ngimdala kunawe, wazini wena uphi nge-apartheid. And then they will suffer to this thing called ageism. And you will find they are stubborn. So, and they are not even organized in one place. You have to move from this place to that place, and it's distant. So it's easy in the institutions of higher learning when you're a student, but have its own challenges of being suspended, being arrested, sacrificing your own time.
Sweet, my talk. Like you mentioned, but everything that you do is about love, né? Yeah. So I'll just give some of our co-hosts a chance to ask questions. Then please, brief and short.
Okay, hi everyone. Ikaw Munjabula Lana. Hi Buntu Patu. My question, but it's a bit deep, ne? So it's not that deep, Mara. It's like you is movie sanyan. So I just love to ask, ne, as an EFF member, ne, I would like to ask, what if the ANC did everything right, like the way the EFF wants things to be done? What would the EFF do? Would you guys move to being the ANC, or would you stay where you are, even though the ANC is doing what the EFF wanted?
Oh, Helen.
Yeah, that's the question.
No, thank you very much. Actually, we always say nature doesn't allow a vacuum, right? So if the ANC did everything right, we have an economic freedom, we have everything. Actually, ngaba akekho all those political oppositions because everything it's fine. So we are fighting because we want an economic freedom, and the ANC is failing to deliver an economic freedom in our lifetime. So I think it's clear like that, my brother.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even Lenin, because as I told you, Tata, I always read about Lenin. Lenin tells us that if all of us, there was no oppression, ngaba asikho isidingo se-state, right?
Sure.
If all of us were equal. So ngaba sikho isidingo samapolisa, ngaba abekho abantu abayontshontsha, ngaba ayikho lento because everything, right? We are equal. So now we are fighting for an economic freedom because the ANC have failed Division to give us an economic freedom.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Okay, so yeah, I think you answered my question. Yeah, thank you.
And also, it's just a quick question, but the talk was like, will there be a possibility for what other parties to work together and make South Africa a better country? Like, for an example, an EFF to work with the ANC and just what to make South Africa.
Yeah, if that thing happened, right? So our plan, my brother, you cannot go in a war with having two things. Our plan is to win. We are going into that war. We want 50 plus. So other things are secondary. We will see that thing when that times arrive. So for now, we cannot speak about that other political organization will work together. No, we are saying EFF will win. We want to be 50 plus. So we are not saying anything about working with other political organization. No, we want EFF to be 50 plus, to get a 50 plus. We want to win.
Sure.
So you want to win first and then think about if maybe you can work with other political parties.
We will cross that bridge when we
When you get
arrive there.
Okay.
But now,
Okay.
the only thing that you are saying, the EFF will win the elections. EFF will get a 50 plus one because I really do not understand that normal people like all of us cannot vote for the EFF. Like a normal person like you, my brother. It's there's no way
No,
that
don't put words.
like a normal person like you, my brother, and you, my sister. There's no way that they can vote for other political organization because EFF is the only organization that speaks directly about the issues that affect us on daily basis. It's the only organization that speaks about expropriation of land, that compensation, speak about stop load shedding, speak about jobs now, our land and jobs now. So there is no other way that a normal person that cannot vote for that political organization. So, no, so ithola kanjani. Ivele khoneni.
No, also, Doc, like there's something concerning about COVID-19. I don't know if you're following the news. COVID-19 ibuyile, but no political party ethetha ngaloo nto. Everyone is talking about votes, elections, but into affect abantu abakhulumi ngayo.
My brother, you will remember that you are coming from COVID-19. And now we are in elections, right? So now there are two things, my brother, are segregated in this way, right? So we have a government that we have medical people, we have scientists who do research, and then they come and update people, right?
Sure.
And now we're in election mode. And this thing of a COVID-19, ANC used it during the
Last
COVID-19
time, yes.
last time,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Even Ramaphosa, when he didn't want to go to parliament, he used to hide behind this thing of a COVID-19. Now our people, my brother, are suffering. And the only thing that they need now, that they will rescue them, is EFF. So at the elections, that will deliver us EFF, right? Sure. So now our focus Now we have these things called the blankers, right?
Yeah.
We do not look this side, we do not look this side, but you are going there. We see that now the victory is certain. Our people will be liberated. Once we have an EFF in governance, there will be no cry in South Africa, even in African continent. So our people will be liberated. So that is our focus, is to win the elections. And we are going to win these elections.
Okay, no, sweet. Because you always talk like politics and stuff. So we wanna play a game now,
Yeah.
yeah. Because no, you have to loosen up a bit, dog, yabo. Like utete. So we're gonna play a game now, Ngogo.
Yeah.
It's called
Never ever ever. The name of the game is never ever ever. Ne? So you are going to answer when I have or I've never.
Oh,
Simple. So I'm going to ask a question. If you've done Londoleo, you can say I have. If you haven't done it, you're going to say I've never. Ne?
I've never, okay.
Yeah.
If I've done,
I have.
I have.
Yeah. Ne? You feel it, ne?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Let's start with the first question. Never have I ever worn the same outfit 2 days in a row.
I have.
yeah, we all
Yes,
have.
I have. I have.
Ah, Yinshani.
I have. I used to wear my overall the whole month, music campaigning for the EFF. So
Okay. Okay. Never have I ever tried mediation or mindfulness, because the things I feel like Mrane, the things that you do, the things that you see, that you experience, some of them are traumatic. Have you ever, mhlambi, sit down and just think about it? Je, mhlambi, or therapy, have you ever looked into into enjalo? Just to je, umuntu kuthiwa
Yeah, just to get
uyadinga
yourself, yeah.
have you ever done that?
no, I think ukuthi loo nto mina ndiyenze nje xa ndihleli indoda, but andikaze ndaya kwi-counselling. I've never, like, I don't believe in those things, like,
Another one.
Okay. Never have I ever had a bad haircut.
bad haircut.
No, let's see the muscles.
Yeah, I know, I used to have, yes.
You used to say being there often, Jevele.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. Never have I ever taken a break from social media.
Nah, no, never.
You're always
I'm always
available.
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 There's that
I think-
video, our ends and alama mawumlungu, dog, that was funny. Leah, well, city, we did not forget about our land.
that's 2021. Big.
2021,
Yeah, on Twitter, yeah.
I don't know if bom interviewer or what, but bengumlungu, it was a couple. Then wabe, yeah,
Exactly.
How do you know these things?
no, we do our homework.
We have to be ready. Have to be ready. You have to be ready.
So no, I
No,
just found it funny, dog.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
I don't know what.
We must keep reminding them that we haven't forgotten.
Nah.
Can I ask one?
I was about to say so, but
Okay, ngingeke ukukhuluma ngokuthi wena ukwashela intombazane, like angazi if kade uyigeneralize ukuthi ungashela intombazane une girlfriend. So can I please ask, never have I ever approached a girl while I do have a girl? Like,
No, I'm an honest person. I won't lie. I've done that.
With the current one.
No, not with the current one. Like when I was young. I'm old now.
Nah.
then what was the
Ah,
response?
but dog, you're still young.
focused.
I'm old
Focused
now.
now.
No,
Yes.
you're still young. You must enjoy.
Cela ukuthi response egele ukuthi thini? The time utomtshela ukuthi ngintombazane nani.
Oh, the one that I approached.
Of course, wavuma, dog. Like,
my
who
brother-
doesn't want ubuntu?
Why you take that?
No, I'm a cherry.
No.
Anyways, do you have another one?
Another never have I ever question.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Never have I ever had a meaningful conversation with a stranger.
Yes, I used to have. When I was arrested, I was arrested with a guy from Malawi. Yes.
No.
And then actually, he was arrested because he didn't have a passport. And then we spoke about an economy at Malawi, and then it was a sad story to say they are coming here in South Africa because South Africa is better than Malawi in terms of economy. So when they get 500 here in South Africa, when they go back in Malawi, that is a big money that they can even open a shop, they can feed their family. So they said, no, they are just here just to look for a greener pastures because where they come from, it's never.
It's very bad.
No, man. Thanks again for coming. Hopefully, the elections will as planned. Yeah, well.
Yeah, no,
agree.
everyone must vote for the EFF. We encourage all of the young people, old people, to vote for the EFF. And thank you very much.
No, thanks.
Nivile.
And
Nivile.
yeah, we're out of here. Sharp.